Hi you guys, it's Simone. Welcome to my channel if you're new here and back to my channel if you're not.
Stuck in them 20-somethings, stuck in them 20-somethings.
I really want you guys to get to know me better, so I'm going to be doing a get to know me tag, but I'm doing it a little bit different. It's 2025, we have plenty of new methods, so I actually asked ChatGPT to give me some questions for a get to know me video. It gave me quite a few questions. I think they're pretty good, so I'm really excited to answer them. My full name is Simone Sharpton. I love my name. I think it is so iconic. I think my parents literally chose one of the best names, probably the best name that they could have chosen. My parents are both really into jazz, blues music, so they named both my little brother and I after jazz/blues musicians. I'm named after Nina Simone. He's named after Miles Davis. Like, how iconic is that? And for our last name to be Sharpton, like, they really ate that up. Literally like chef's kiss. I could not ask for a better name. I actually have grown up in so many different places, so many different environments. My dad was in the military when I was growing up, so I've moved all over. I actually haven't lived out of the country, but I've lived in so many different states and so many different cities within those states. I think that's given me a pretty diverse background. I've gone to private schools, public schools, Christian schools. I grew up in predominantly white areas, but I also went to an HBCU for grad school, so I really think that I have like a very unique and very diverse experience. So I think it's very easy for me to adapt to different environments when I need to. I definitely think as a black woman or a young black woman growing up in predominantly white spaces can affect the way that you view yourself. And for a very long time, probably for most of my life, like, I had very low self-esteem. Like, I did not realize that I was a pretty girl, like that I was a bad bitch, until I started going to FAMU. Like, I always just felt like the odd one out. I always felt like growing up, like I wasn't very pretty because all the girls that I grew up around just didn't look like me. And so I had a hard time seeing my own beauty. So while I have really diverse experiences and I know how to navigate various environments, it was definitely an experience in terms of self-love. And it took me a very, very, very long time to love who I am. I was very fortunate to have an amazing childhood. So I have a lot of good memories. I can't even think of like one specific one. I guess I would say like when I was growing up, my parents would always take my brother and I out to like various restaurants. We would just try different things, whether like it was once or twice a week we were going to steakhouses, like Longhorn or like Outback or like little local steakhouses, or every once in a while we would go to like an expensive restaurant. I think like, again, my parents showed us so many different experiences and we got to spend so much time together. And I was very fortunate to have a very like loving and good childhood, so I don't really even think that I can choose a favorite childhood memory. So I grew up in the era where Makeup at Mania 24, Maddie Bragg, Alicia Marie, My Life is Ava, like, you get the gist. Mackenzie Lusky, I used to watch all those girls on YouTube. I think they're around my age. Aspen Ovard, like, those are the girls I grew up watching, and from the very beginning, finding them, I was like, that is what I want to do. Like, I would prop up my phone, make YouTube videos, film them. I literally have videos on a YouTube channel from when I was 11 years old. I was born in 2000, so that was 2011. Like, I have always wanted to start a YouTube channel. This channel has probably been live since like 2014 or 2015. That's where my username on all my socials is Nina Simone YT, because I always thought that YouTube would be my primary platform and the platform that people would know me from, and then I would branch out to other platforms, which is crazy because it didn't work out that way, but it still worked out, like, in a way, if you know what I mean. Silly, intelligent, and dramatic. Dramatic probably should have been first because I am very dramatic. Like, I'm an August Leo. I'm very dramatic, very expressive. Like, I do the most all the time, which is so crazy because I'm also very shy, but I digress. I'm very shy. If you don't know me, like online, I don't come off as shy. A lot of people have always thought that like I would be like super outgoing initially, which I'm not. I did say this earlier, but I don't know you if I'm in an environment that is like not familiar to me. Most likely I'm gonna observe the situation and like just assess what's going on before I say or do anything, and I most likely won't speak until I'm spoken to. Now, if we're in a situation where I need to be assertive, of course I can be assertive, but for the most part, I'm a very shy person. My dream career is to be a full-time influencer, not just a content creator. Like, I want to have influence. I want to be able to use my voice to impact people and to talk about things that are important to me. I also want to use my influence to impact other people in positive ways. Probably binge watch TV shows or YouTube videos. If I'm not creating content, I'm probably consuming content. If the weather's nice, definitely taking a little beach day. I love the beach, it's my favorite place. I would definitely say my parents motivate me in life. They are so amazing. They have worked so hard my entire life to give myself and my little brother the lives that we deserve, and I just want to be able to make them as proud as I possibly can. I really want to get into sewing. I'm like, it's not a hobby of mine at the moment, but it's something that I would love to learn how to do because I feel like it's always going to come in handy. Like, it's a life skill that's always going to come in handy. Being able to make my own clothes for other people, patch up any holes, like that is such a great life skill. And I love anything like pretty creative for the most part, so I think I would enjoy that because even when it's just time for me to make like clothes for my boyfriend's games, I think it's so fun just figuring out new things to do, experimenting. I love it. So I feel like sewing would be a really good and really fun hobby for me. I just feel like I've had so much on my plate right now that I've just been learning how to balance. I've been at my job for a year. I've been creating content for a while, but with this new schedule, traveling and doing all I've been doing, I've really just figured out how to balance all of these things. So once I get consistent in all these areas, and you'll know I'm consistent when these YouTube videos start becoming a weekly thing. That's when I have it together. Honestly, I would want to meet my namesake. Why would I not want to meet the person that I was named after? And she's so iconic. Like, pretty much everything she stands for, everything that I know that she stands for, I completely agree with it. I think, again, like, she's such an icon. She's so influential. And I would just love to be able to sit down and have a conversation with Nina. I hope my audience realizes how important it is to be authentically them, no matter what. Like, this might sound cliche, but like, don't let anybody dim your light. Don't let other people's opinions of you affect who you are or how you portray yourself. It's taken me a while to learn that, but I think over the past few years, like being on social media, growing up on social media since like really having a following since I was like 19, I'm almost 25, has taught me that like people are always gonna have opinions. Okay, that's cool. You can say what you have to say. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do me, because if I was trying to please every single one of you, I would drive myself crazy. that's all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.
How could it be 20-something all alone, still not a thing gift? How could it be 20-something all alone, still not a thing gift? Stuck in them 20-somethings, stuck in them 20-somethings.